The last part of this Black Veil series was on Sissy on YouTube. I've named it Reparative Drive, and I've just tried uploading another one. I've put together loads of clips of things, yeah, and I entitled it Removing God, yeah, Fall Through Sissy Porn. You see, what they're doing is they're trying to remove your idea of God. Yeah, now I'm not talking about religion, even though much of the Bible is actually being proven to be true, you know, with the flat earth and all this sort of stuff. But it's like, you look at End of Days. Yeah, you can't watch the video on YouTube. Yeah, it will be available on DTube soon as I get better internet. Because the internet's playing up for some reason. I thought I wouldn't have internet at all by now, but I still have. But it's playing up. You look at End of Days by End of Days, where the devil, played by Gabriel Byrne, talks to Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah, and he starts insulting God. You look at the Devil's Advocate, where what's it called? Scarface geezer, what's his name? You know what I'm on about. He plays the devil and he's insulting God. And you know, and then you got this you got like the Madonna video, that, what is it, Justify, I think it's Justify My Love, where the camera zooms across a little statue of Jesus, and just at that very point she says, "Poor is the man whose pleasures depend upon the permission of another." It's all programming to remove God, yeah, but they've basically given me a copyright claim on every single thing that I've used in that video. I've got 7 copyright claims and they won't let me upload it, yeah, even though the things that I'm using are under fair use, yeah, I'm abiding by the fair use policies, yeah, and everything in that video I'm using has been taken off of other people's YouTube channels, yeah, and each one of them things are being used, yeah, on several channels. They won't let me use it, yeah. I have appealed the copyright claim. I disputed it, and they've got back to me and said no. So they literally, YouTube are trying to stop this information, and the reason they're trying to stop this information is because I'm about to tell you what's happening. The reason for this sissy porn is reptilian. Okay? Now listen to this.
Tank, load the jump program.
Not crazy! Make them listen to me before it's too late! Listen to me. Please listen. If you don't, if you won't, if you fail to understand, then the same incredible terror that's menacing me will strike at you! You're not human!
Should imagine that's about long enough. That is at the beginning of the videos, of these hypnosis videos, they give you a warning saying this is designed to mess up your mind and things like this, yeah, and the videos actually have demonic attachments. Now earlier on in the Black Veil series I said to you how the computer, yeah, this is a nice little synchronicity, this is how the screen is a black screen, yeah, it's like a black mirror, so what you are aligning yourself with, yeah, you are kind of reflecting. The same with the phone, yeah, they're all black screens. This is because it allows demonic energy to be transferred into your home, basically. And Eminem has just come out with a song called Fall, yeah, as in fall, yeah, fall from grace, the fall of man. And in the video he's showing you demons coming out of the phone, demons coming out of the iPad, yeah, which is exactly what I've been talking about. And the sissy porn is putting demons into you. Excuse me. Now what you've just heard is the beginning of one of these videos. You see, and they come with warnings, yeah. The professional ones, yeah. Now I'm telling you, don't watch them, yeah. The professional ones, like the MK Ultra sort of stuff, yeah, and they're not all named MK Ultra, yeah. I've gone through, like, I've must have gone through 50 of these videos just to find the real professional ones that are giving you the warnings at the beginning, and all I've done is just clicked on them, yeah. I watched the first 5 seconds or something to find these warnings, and the one that I'm going to show you is what you've just heard. I'm going to show you at the end of this video as well. I'm going to show you the actual clip, yeah, of the porn video, but it's, you know, there's no nudity and things like this. It's just basically you'll get away with it on YouTube. But the point is, even this little bit alone is installing demons into you, and it says in it that it contains succubi, which is the plural form of a succubus, so it means there's a couple of them. It's behaviour modification, or behavioural training, or whatever you want to call it. Alchemical programming, which is basically changing the way your brain works chemically. They're turning you into a woman. You see, they're not turning you into a woman, they're just completely destroying like the manhood. It's alchemical stuff, you see, and I don't understand none of that. Yeah, so you'd have to look that one up on your own. But the point I want to get across to you, yeah, is the reason it says tank, load the jump program, is because, yeah, you are trying to ascend. You see, as I've been saying through the Black Veil series, yeah, when you get high enough, the veil is lifted, you're telepathic, you can tune into anyone, anywhere, see what anyone's doing, look down a person's timeline, you basically know everything about everyone, yeah, because you are them, you are connected, you are in the ether, yeah, everyone is connected to the ether. It's like in the Born Supremacy, you know, where he rolls the magazine up and puts it in the toaster. The geezer he fights, so he chokes, yeah, that geezer, when he goes into his apartment, he sits him down on the chair and he says, word in the ether was you lost your memory. And Bourne says, you still should have moved. You know what I'm talking about? Can't play the clips because YouTube won't let me, yeah, even though everyone else is allowed. It makes me laugh, I tell you. But this is what I'm saying, you're in the ether. Yeah, I forgot what the point was now. Yeah, but see, what you do is you want to ascend. And the reason that, like I say, the homosexuality is a reparative drive. It's the mind trying to repair itself because it hasn't taken on a masculine role, yeah? And it knows it's male, so therefore it doesn't want to take on the feminine role, yeah, logically. But because it doesn't understand that it's not taken on the masculine role, but it's still a man, yeah, the next logical conclusion that the reason, you know, it thinks it's sexuality, and then homosexuality occurs. And this is why we're a generation of men raised by women. It's exactly what they want, because the psyche doesn't understand that it hasn't adopted the male role, therefore it questions sexuality and thinks it must be the answer when it's not. You fix the gender role identity that went wrong in childhood, you'll cure homosexuality worldwide, plain and simple. And they don't want that, because the homosexuality can only occur once a person has reached a state of shame, yeah, where they haven't identified with the roles, yeah, and it's a dissociated state, yeah, and in that dissociated state, yeah, it's akin to shame. It's such a low vibration because it doesn't, the mind doesn't know itself, yeah, it doesn't know who it is, doesn't identify with the correct role or any role, yeah. But as you can see on this picture I'll show you here, yeah, the lowest frequency is shame, yeah. You see the one above it, guilt. Guilt focuses on what you've done, yeah, oh, I feel guilty about that, yeah. Shame focuses on who you are. So when they can get you into a state of shame, yeah, which you will already be familiar with because as a child you didn't get the masculine imprint properly, because you're already familiar with that, yeah, it's very easy for you to go into a state of shame and not even realise, yeah. But when you're there, yeah, it's a dissociated state, yeah. You're not, whoa, give me some every time you see a pair of tits, yeah. You see a nice arse, you're like, it's a fucking beautiful arse, look at that, yeah, absolutely beautiful. But you're not like overly sexual about it. You're not like, oh, fucking gagging for it, the energy. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it takes a little bit for that to get started. Do you get what I mean? And because of this, yeah, it's natural to then question, well, you know, maybe it's sexuality or something like that, when it's not what's going on. It's just you haven't stepped into the male role. That's it. You haven't stepped into the masculine, right? when you're in this state of shame, this dissociated state, you're at the bottom, and then you can go into homosexuality. And when you're in that, you're in a self-perpetuating cycle. Yeah, you're projecting what you see as masculine, and then chasing it, and then it just goes on, and you go round and round and round and round and round. Yeah, but you don't ascend. You see, and from there, yeah, you are much easier to control because you have less manifesting ability in reality. Your energy, you don't have enough energy because you've got such a low vibration. Shame is it's a slow, low vibration. Yeah, it's close to a flat line, death. That's why they want you there. They want you dead. But you go up, yeah. Enlightenment is a fast vibration. Yeah, they don't want you up there, and this is why the movies are trying to remove your idea of God. Because when you have the idea of the father figure, it's like in Fight Club, yeah, that the way they remove God from your thinking in that film is, like I say, it's a mind control masterpiece. Can't play any clips of it because they won't let me, but you'll be able to get this on DTube with all the clips in it. But he says in that film, yeah, when he kisses his hand, he gives him the chemical burn. He says to him, if we're God's unwanted children, then so be it. You know, he says it's not the worst thing that can happen. And he's like on his knees going, oh God, you know, because he's in all this pain. And Brad Pitt leans in and says, we don't need him. Yeah, you know, if we're God's unwanted children, so be it, and all this. And then he says to him, he goes, you have to know, not believe, you have to know, or not fear, you have to know that you're going to die. Yeah? And then he falls on the floor. And then Brad Pitt pours the shit on his hand, he falls on the floor, and he says, congratulations, you're one step closer to hitting the bottom. Because this is what they want. They want you to fall. And it's like in the Eminem song, yeah, he's just come out with a song called Fall. Yeah, and it's showing you demons coming out of the phone, coming out of the iPad, because they want you to fall. And this is, in this sissy porn, what it's saying to you, yeah, is tank, load the jump program. It's like in the Matrix, yeah, everybody falls the first time. Because this is a test. This is like your initiation. Yeah, now in whatever part it was, I think part 2 of the Black Veil series called Bimbo's Initiation. Go and watch that, because right now you are Bimbo. You are Bimbo. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to fall enough, yeah, down into the bottom, down into shame, where you get so low, the veil will be lifted, yeah, and you'll be laying there in bed, edging, yeah, holding your fucking cock, yeah, not coming, watching this sissy porn, and then the veil will be lifted, and there will be thousands of people in the ether watching you. Imagine that. Imagine 1 minute you're laying there, in bed, in the dark, watching sissy porn, and then whew, the veil's lifted. You had no idea, but you're being watched by thousands, millions. This is why, yeah, you know, the world is a stage. We're all actors. The actor's mask is the persona. Yeah, take the mask off, disconnect from the body, you're in the ether. But what this is also saying to you in this sissy porn thing is, you have to listen to me, you have to listen to me, they're aliens and all this sort of shit. It's telling you the truth. This problem is reptilian. Now I suggest you go and watch David Icke, Jordan Maxwell, type into YouTube reptilian experiences, look at the amount of people talking about the reptilians, yeah, you can actually tune in and see them yourself, yeah, shape-shifting is real, there is no physicality, the world is immaterial, yeah, it's only real because you make it real, your mind makes it real, yeah. Look at B.O.B, yeah, I haven't heard him, he talks about the flat earth, right, I haven't heard him actually say anything about the reptilians, but he's well aware of them, yeah, and lots of people are, and they are behind this porn, and they want you to fall, because every time you do that, yeah, you every time you watch that, yeah, you get lower and lower and lower, but, well, watch.